Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we will create a day-night cycle for Unity with HDRP. Many popular games like GTA and Fortnite use a day-night cycle. This adds more reality and makes the environment look more interesting. In Unity HDRP, this effect is easy to create if you know how. So let's get started. At the moment we have this game with this HDRI sky, just a sky box. First thing that we will do is go to the canvas and add a text field. Let's call it text daytime. Make it a little bit smaller and set it to auto resize. Let's also make it a little bit less bright. Okay, so over here we will display the time of the day, something like this. The next thing that we're gonna do is create a game object over here and create a new script called daytime. Let's open it. First we're gonna create some references. And let's set those references so we have those items available for the script. First of all, the sun. We will control the sun with the script, and we will also use that text field that we just created. And finally, the sky and fog volume we will need to modify at runtime. And then we have this moonlight. We still need to create it. I already have a sunlight in this project, but you can create a moonlight like so. Let's call it moon. And now we can finally set that reference as well. Now, in order to keep track of time, we will add a variable. We will keep track of the time of day in minutes. Each day has 1440 minutes in it. And now we're gonna use the fixed update, not the update, because with the fixed update we don't need to compensate for the frame rate, so this is easier. And let's just simply increase the minute of day, and as soon as it's has exceeded the maximum numbers of day, we move on to the next day, and the minute of day is reset to 0. Now, in order to display the current time of day, we will set the text on the canvas, and we will also set the rotation of the sun transform. This will make the sun rotate exactly one time in a day. But before we can see the sun rotating, we need to change the visual environment. We need to change the sky type. It's now HDR sky. We will set it to a physically based sky. So now the HDRI sky over here is not used anymore. And you can see the sun in the sky. If you now start to run the game, you will see that it's dark all the time. And we see that this mountain over there is very bright. And apart from that, it looks like a night scene. So let's check out what's going on. Gonna take a look at the sun. You can see that it's really rotating. It's a directional light, but it's actually not in the right position. If we pause the game for a second and we now try to manually rotate the sun, you will see that now the sun is high enough, but in our script it's rotating like this. So the sun is always not high enough in the sky to really enlighten the environment. So we need to change that. What we will also need, apart from the rotating, is to incline the sun, is to have a certain elevation of the sun during the day. It will be at its highest point at noon. So let's write that into our script. So here's the extra code to calculate the elevation. So to calculate the elevation is a bit of a difficult function over here, but this is the middle of the day, and we take the current minute of the day and we deduct that from the middle of the day. Then we have the distance that we are currently from the middle of the day. We take the absolute value of that, so then you get a value of somewhere between 720 and 0 at noon, and then 720 at the end again. Then we reverse those values, and finally then we will make sure that they scale from 0 to 60, because we want an elevation from 0 to 60, but actually we want then an elevation from -10 to 50, so we deduct the 10. So this will give us a good elevation for all moments of the day. So that's what we're going to use. And if we now run the game again, you will see that it looks already pretty cool. We still need to fix that that mountain over there. It's not looking really natural now, but you can see that the sun is inclining, and it's really giving us enough light to represent the daytime. And then it's in the afternoon, it's declining again, and finally it's disappearing at about 10 o'clock in the evening to rise again in early morning. So yeah, that's cool. The only thing what we'll do now is tweak it a little bit. First of all, let's add some clouds. I've created these values by tweaking things a little bit, and I think this looks like a nice cloudy sky. We can use that so the sun can also go behind the clouds a little bit to give it even a more natural look. Another thing we still needed to fix was this mountain, so let's take a look at the material. We can see that it's HDRP unlit, but we need to use lit material over here. So in this case we can simply change that to the lit version of the HDRP material. You need to make sure that you don't have any unlit or sprites in your scene, because yeah, they will not darken at night and stick out very much. We will also want to keep track of if we are at night or at daytime. So I created this boolean is night, and I based it on the elevation. As soon as the elevation is higher than 0, we are at daytime, and otherwise we are at nighttime. And then we call this function where we will set the night boolean, but we can also do some other stuff to make a difference between day and night. And for that we're gonna change the HDRI sky. It's currently still set to that skybox with the clouds, but I've got another one over here. Let me check which one I will need. The one without names. This is a free skybox that's available in the asset store. It contains stars, so I want to have a starry sky at night. So, but this is not used at the moment, so we will need to enable this in our script. What we will actually do is in the script change the physically based sky to an HDR sky when it's night, and change it back to physically based sky when it's daytime. Over here you see the code for the changing of the sky type. You can see that the HDRI sky is set properly. Only there's one thing that's not very nice at the moment. If you take a look at the sky over here when the sun is just rising, you'll notice that these clouds are lit from below. And that doesn't really look natural, so we want to remove that. Fortunately, that's very easy. We can set the sun intensity to 0 as soon as we are moving into night mode, and set it back to its original value when the sun is rising again. Now let's change this for a second. Let's make the elevation -10 for always for now, so we can take a look at the night scene and see if it's looking good or not. So now it will always stay night, disregarding the moment of day. You can see that during nighttime, although we don't have any sunlight, we still can see something, and that's because I added it moonlight. You can see the values of the moonlight over here. So this is the intensity of the moonlight. If you set it to a higher value, you will see that it gets much brighter, but that's not really natural. It is night after all. So I found that this value is good enough. However, this moonlight is affecting our lighting during the daytime as well. You can see that over here. The shadows are much less bright when the moonlight is there. So it creates kind of an ambient light, but we want to have sharp light and sharp shadows during the day. So therefore we will disable the moon when it's daytime, and therefore we needed the reference of the moon over here. One final touch that we will do is we will change the temperature of the sunlight and make it lower when it's getting near dusk or near dawn, so then you can get that nice looking reddish morning sky. And over here is the code to do that. That's it. Now we have a nice looking night and day cycle that you can apply in your games. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your day.